Interesting experiment. My wrist is really bugging me, but I can volley two hands, and I can hit two hands. Lead with the left hand on the bottom, right hand on top. It's actually a left-handed backhand. On the forehand side, it's a little bit awkward. But the backhand, I used to hit two hands, and it actually feels okay. The backhand feels fine. So the question becomes, 5-0 brain, 20 years experience playing, and most of the time I chip and come to net anyway and hit volleys. I can serve lefty. So what am I NTRP wise if I play two hands? And I'll actually have some tips on how to hit two hands too, which is kind of funny on some level. So this will be interesting for a little while as I'm injured and I want to play. And we're going to talk about how to change strokes. And hopefully these tips will help you become a better player, because these are like tips on how to master your strokes, because I know how to hit. My body doesn't know how to hit lefty. And you'll see that a lot of common issues that players have, I will have, and it'll help the learning process if you follow along. When learning a new stroke, I like to use the wall, or I like to use dead ball instruction. So if I was teaching a new stroke, I'd drop and hit. But I'm teaching myself, so if I was teaching someone, I'd drop and hit right next to them. I'd be right close to them working a stroke. Walls are better because it's a semi-controlled experience. If it's a person, they might hit away from me and I might try to hit really hard. You have to focus on simplicity. Keep the stroke as simple as possible. And you'll notice that I'm just focusing on technique here, and I'm really just trying to hit a clean shot every single time. I'm alternating because I want to have the practice. Same rules, contact in front, but look at the racket face. I keep the face perpendicular to the ground and go right through the shot. And I have a clean follow through in front. Nothing fancy, no rollover, it's just from point A to point B. Butt cap points to the ball, finish. To set the feet, left leg in front, right leg behind. Try to turn your hips into the shot. And if you watch, I compress, I get down low for power. My hips and shoulders are in line. My racket is back, my eyes on the ball. Keep the head steady, hip, unit turn. Try to keep the head steady, unit turn. Make sure my shoulders are rotating, so my shoulder goes from my left shoulder to the right shoulder of my chin. And the leg follow through automatically, okay? When you're learning a new stroke, you gotta stay close to the wall. Just focus on form. Focus on form. The backhand is very similar, but the backhand, I used to have a two-handed backhand. So my backhand does some things that I just don't even try to do. If you notice too, there's a natural rollover in the shot. But same thing with the feet. Everything's the same. The feet, remember how it plays. It's my wrist that hurts. And when you're doing this shot with two hands, notice I'm keeping the right hand on top. This is actually a left-hand forehand. I do a unit turn with a very short backswing. It's very difficult to have a big backswing when you have two hands. I'm not that flexible too. Arms straight, all body. Try not to do too much with your body in terms of hitting the shot. I notice on this side, there's a little bit of slice as I scoop it and I come over the top with a natural roll, and the shot comes off a lot easier than on the forehand side. My body just used to coming with this twist too. So come on this shot, notice the feet. So if you're learning a new stroke, the wall is the best thing, and video is exceptional, because when you use video, you can see the little things. I'm focusing on keeping my elbows close to my body in this video because I saw myself hitting. Notice the weight transfer. All the weight goes to your hand, and as you follow through the shot, you gotta come into the ball. When I come into the ball, it really makes the shot go. I like to alternate because it really gets my feet going. Sometimes I like to hit one side only. I used to do forehands 100, backhands 100, but there's a guy here next to me, so it's really hard to do this. The fence is right there. Two-handed backhand is a lefty forehand, and in my case, it really is a lefty forehand. My right hand can't take the impact on my wrist. And then you move farther back from the wall as you practice, because you need to hit the stroke a little longer before you're ready to hit on the court. So as you hit against the wall, concepts are the same. Short backswing. And it'll be interesting to see if I can do this in a match. I'm kind of shy to do this because I'm injured, but I want to play, and I'm not sure my friends want to play with me if I play like this. But we'll see. I think it's a temporary measure just to keep me fresh until my wrist gets better. But when you're learning a new shot, the key is keep it simple and use the concepts that you worked on previously. So we'll look at immediate issues. There are body aches, you're using new muscles, and the hand positioning is quite difficult. It's hard to find. So that's why it's important to practice like you're going to play and do alternating. I think the best way to do it would be to work on hitting against the wall and then trying live ball, focus on the front foot, heel off the ground to ensure you don't turn into a knee. That's why video is very important. I didn't know I was doing this. If that heel stays down, it's going to work. It's going to hurt me. And I need to work on the open stance so that leg doesn't fly around. Okay. And when you hit the ball really well in video, you can look at see why. I actually hit this really well. I leaned back slightly and I just ripped it. I had no idea why. Hands came through really well. Good weight transfer. The key to hitting well is good acceleration, but the key to long-term sustainability is a simple stroke with a good backswing, contact, and a follow-through. And so when we're doing this new stroke, if you want to hit two hands, I mean, the key is going to be just keep it as simple as possible. Keep your arms together and let your body do all the hitting. This will be an interesting experiment, actually. And I'll see how it pans out. I'm not ready to play a tournament with this technique yet. But I think hitting with some friends will work out. Slicing is not possible at this level yet because it's just too soon. I think just work on hitting. Just like real tennis, you don't teach slice until the player has an established shot. What do we learn from this? As a teacher, it's really good to see what's actually difficult to learn how to do. The hand placement is difficult. It's easy to get the backswing, contact, and the follow through. The feet are difficult. Two hands, it's difficult to get to the ball. And I have so much muscle memory from before, I'm going to have to work on these other issues. So this will be the grand experiment as I recover from this wrist injury.